My mother had a favorite quote. She used to say, "Work is love made visible." And I felt like nursing was the epitome of that.
My entire life, I watched my mom come home from work, and even though I knew she worked these long hours, there was always something positive that came from her days. I just knew she was really making a difference in somebody's life.
And I think with nursing, we come in and we deal with a lot of different situations and things on a daily basis, and it's a career with a lot of diversity, and no day is the same, and that's something that I love about nursing and that drew me.
There's so many different fields, from pediatrics to trauma to cath lab, surgery, and so you don't have to pick. You get to get out and then find your way and how you're going to make a difference.
I wanted to become a nurse from early on. I used to visit my grandmother, and she was a nurse. I think it's part of who I am now.
I think nursing is the perfect field to be able to bring a positive impact to everyone.
I wanted to help other people, not just my community, but also like other communities.
This past year, I had a patient in the COVID ICU who was with us for a very long time. And it was just one of those things where you don't really realize how much of a difference you make until that patient gets to go home. That day just like sticks out to me because his family was so grateful, and it just made a huge difference in, nursing for me.
Getting to kind of experience life with them, with either them having their babies or having another baby, or just seeing us every year for their yearly exam, but getting to know them kind of on a deeper level, and then getting to follow them through their life.
I've been at Regional since 1998 for a good portion of my career, and I've had the opportunity to deliver a few babies in the front seat of cars. I was part of the ER team here for a long time and responded to codes and traumas, and I've worked lots of different areas, but probably the biggest thing is seeing family members just be so grateful and thankful.
My number one experience actually is when I was a CNA, which helped me decide to be a nurse, as I was pulled to an oncology floor one night. It wasn't very busy, so I just kind of hung out with this one lady all night long, and she was there alone and talked, and we just talked all night long. And I know that wasn't part of the nursing job per se, but knowing that that is what she needed, and knowing that being a nurse, I could help with that, kind of made me decide that yes, this is exactly what I want to do.
I would have to say the tragedies have been difficult. But they also take you to a place that allows you to be the best caregiver you can.
I leave work and have a whole new perspective on a lot of situations. I think I care for a lot of people in some of the hardest days of their lives, and that in turn has made such an impact on me to see how people are able to handle different situations, and how thankful they are for the work that we're able to do for them.
We see people at their absolute sickest times of their life. And unfortunately, sometimes it's not always positive, but to see those patients that do make a recovery, it's just so rewarding.
And when you make that connection and you actually go home at night and you felt like you made a difference in that one person's life, it's rewarding and it feels good, and it makes you want to get up and do it again the next day.
Knowing that when the patients schedule their surgery and they're coming here, and they know that they entrust their lives with us from the moment that they're in the OR to the moment they come out, we are their advocates.
I think Washington Regional means so much to me because I grew up in the Northwest Arkansas community, and I've witnessed firsthand how much they do for our community.
Being a part of Washington Regional helps me to be a better servant to other people in my community and those around me.
I have been to other hospitals, and I didn't feel important. I didn't feel surrounded by people that wanted to see me do well. I started out as a CNA here, and every time I turn around, I have somebody that's supporting me. It's just so much more than just being an employee to a big corporation.
It felt like family when I walked in.
Biggest thing that Regional's meant to me is just a place that I know I can come back to and feel welcome even as an employee or as a patient or as a family member, I know I'm going to feel welcomed.
It means being part of a team, being part of something more than just the individual.
And I love all the opportunities, and it gets better all the time, and we just keep doing more and more good things, and there's even more to do, and I'm ready to be happy to be on the journey.